For decades, Robert Redford captivated audiences with his charm, talent, and a life that seemed tailored for the silver screen. However, behind the iconic roles and red carpet appearances, there was a deeply personal story of love and heartbreak that he kept hidden. From a whirlwind Hollywood romance to private moments that shaped his soul, Redford has remained tight-lipped about the one woman who left an indelible mark on his heart. Now, at the age of 88, the legendary actor has finally opened up about the greatest love of his life, shedding light on a secret he has held onto for so long. His mother managed the household, and they lived a modest life and vanished. This wasn't the typical start you'd expect for someone who would eventually rub shoulders with the biggest stars in the world. From a young age, Robert was different. He loved art, sports, and the outdoors more than school. He called himself a bad student because he couldn't focus in class, but he could focus on the tennis court or with a paintbrush in his hand. He even got to warm up tennis legend Pancho Gonzalez at the Los Angeles Tennis Club. School wasn't his thing, and he struggled when he got to the University of Colorado. This led to him drinking heavily, losing his scholarship, and eventually getting kicked out. That could have been the end of his story, but for Robert, it was just the beginning. After that, he drifted through Europe, absorbing life in places like France, Spain, and Italy. He lived simply, sketching, painting, and figuring out who he wanted to be. It was during this time that the seed of acting was planted. He was eager to explore new experiences, so he relocated to New York City. There, he pursued studies in painting at Pratt Institute and then decided to try his hand at acting, enrolling at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. Despite the initial lack of success, Robert persevered, taking on small roles in theater and television. In the late 1950s, he met Lola van Wagenen, who contrasted with his character. She was calm, grounded, and devoted to her Mormon faith, coming from a very different background. Yet they connected deeply, and their strong bond led them to elope in 1958, defying her parents' wishes. In the beginning, their life was not easy, as Robert struggled to establish himself as an actor, and finances were tight. Tragedy struck when their first child, Scott, passed away from sudden infant death syndrome, a devastating loss that brought them closer together. Lola's resilience was a steady support for Robert during that difficult period. Robert later expressed that Lola was the most significant person in his life, which is clearly evident. Despite the challenges and uncertainty, she steadfastly supported him as his career soared. His breakout role in the 1963 Broadway production of Barefoot in the Park captivated audiences, leading to TV appearances and major film roles by the late 1960s. He became a renowned movie star known for hit films like Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid. However, the pressures of fame and his constant work commitments took a toll on his relationship with his wife, who was raising their 3 children at home. In later years, Robert acknowledged that he regretted not prioritizing his family more often, as his ambition and drive sometimes overshadowed his personal life. Establishing a reputation for oneself is an important goal. Even though their marriage faced challenges, Robert and Lola shared many cherished moments. Lola was more than just his wife. She was his sounding board and trusted confidant. She supported his decision to start the Sundance Film Festival, which became a game changer for independent filmmakers. This passion project reflected Robert's belief in taking risks and supporting new voices in cinema. Without Lola's encouragement, Sundance may have never happened. However, by the mid-1980s, the issues in their relationship were too significant to ignore, and they decided to divorce in 1985 after 27 years of marriage. Although it wasn't a bitter separation, and they remained friends and co-parents, it was the end of an era. Robert later described Lola as the love of his life, a testament to the depth of their bond, even though they couldn't make their marriage work. Losing the steady anchor of his marriage was undoubtedly difficult, but Robert didn't let the heartbreak define him. After his divorce, Robert met Sônia Braga, the renowned Brazilian actress known for her daring roles and vibrant demeanor. The two formed a connection. Robert and Sonia's romance was intense and electric. Sonia was not only beautiful, but also had a passionate energy that matched Robert's own intensity. Although their relationship lasted less than a year, their time together was far from ordinary. During this period, Robert was busy promoting his film, The MRO Beanfield War, which explored the struggles of a small New Mexico town against greedy developers. While the movie did not exactly break box office records, it was rich in heart and purpose, two qualities that Robert deeply valued. Being with Sonia was like a whirlwind, filled with lively moments and shared passions. They even attended the Cannes Film Festival together, where they lit up the red carpet. However, their relationship fizzled out just as quickly as it had begun, and by 1988, they had gone their separate ways. A couple of years later, while filming Havana in 1990, Robert's life took another unexpected turn when he met Lena Olin, a stunning Swedish actress with piercing eyes and a magnetic charm. The chemistry between them was not just on screen, but also in real life, and it was evident to everyone who watched their scenes together. The event occurred, and if you attended the film's premiere, Robert and Lena's relationship was more than just a Hollywood romance. They shared moments of creativity and vulnerability during their time together. Robert continued to take on bold career choices, such as the film Havana, which was set against the backdrop of the Cuban Revolution. He thrived in stories with depth and poured that same intensity into his relationship with Lena. However, their romance ultimately did not last, ending in 1991. In the mid-1990s, Robert continued to show his versatility, starring alongside Michelle Pfeiffer in the romantic drama Up Close and Personal, where he played a seasoned journalist who falls for a rising TV anchor, showcasing his enduring charm and appeal as a romantic lead at the age of 58. Robert's effortless charm and rugged appearance made it seem easy, but his off-screen love life was continuously changing. Around this time, Robert was associated with Kathy, a costume designer who was nearly a decade younger than him. Kathy wasn't part of the Hollywood spotlight. Robert found his partner appealing because she was grounded, creative, and provided a sense of stability amidst the chaos of his career. Their relationship was private and quiet, which was exactly what Robert needed during those years. During this time, Robert was not only acting but also directing, producing, and shaping the film industry. He directed and starred in the deeply emotional film The Horse Whisperer in 1998, proving that he could captivate audiences both in front of and behind the camera. By this point, Robert had established himself as more than just a Hollywood star. He was a cultural icon and a storyteller who was not afraid to take risks and dive into meaningful projects. His dedication to independent film through the Sundance Film Festival was changing the game, providing a platform for filmmakers who might otherwise never get their stories told. Robert's life demonstrated that talent and vision do not always guarantee an easy balance between love and work. His relationships with Sonia, Lena, and Kathy represented different stages of his journey, each woman contributing something distinct, just as his films revealed diverse aspects of himself. Robert Redford's long-standing co-star and friend, Jane Fonda, acknowledged their strong connection over the years. Fonda admitted she had been in love with Redford during their collaborations in films like Barefoot in the Park and The Electric Horseman, though she found him challenging to work with at times. Their professional partnership spanned decades, and while it never turned romantic, it added complexity to Redford's story. As the 2000s approached, Redford continued to expand his career beyond acting, directing The Legend of Bagger Vance, working on environmental projects, and producing socially conscious films like The Motorcycle Diaries. Redford was a man of many passions, always pushing forward and evolving. Reflecting on his relationships and moments, one can see a pattern of Redford's willingness to take risks in both love and work, as he engaged in romances with Sonia, Lena, and Kathy, living life to the fullest. The story of Robert Redford's life continued to evolve as each new film he appeared in added depth and nuance to his acclaimed legacy. Robert and Sibylle, a talented artist and environmental activist, met in a simple and genuine way at his Sundance Mountain Resort. Sibylle had come there in the late 1990s without knowing much about Robert's fame as a movie star. This was refreshing for Robert, who had spent much of his life in the spotlight. Sibylle even admitted to renting his movies before their first dinner just to catch up, but he didn't bring them up at all. Their first meeting was not about fame or films, but about two people connecting. Robert later said that Sibylle's lack of knowledge about him as an actor made their relationship feel more human and real. Over time, their connection deepened, and in 2009, they got married in a private ceremony in Sibylle's hometown of Hamburg, Germany. Sibylle's art reflects her love for nature and passion for environmental issues, as she paints, sketches, and creates performance art that celebrates the earth and raises awareness about the need to protect it. Together, Robert and Sibylle worked to promote these important causes. Sibylle and Robert formed a formidable partnership as activists, co-founding a non-profit organization called The Way of the Rain. Sibylle's art and Robert's narrative skills collaborated to advocate for environmental conservation. Robert acknowledged that Sibylle had given him a completely new perspective on life. Robert's deep-rooted love for the environment was a driving force that brought him and his wife even closer together. Despite the unimaginable tragedy of losing his son Scott to sudden infant death syndrome, as it is an event that profoundly affected him, Robert's unwavering love and devotion to his remaining children and grandchildren never wavered. wavered. The Redford family had always been deeply connected by their shared passions and values. Robert Redford, the acclaimed actor and director, had long been an ardent advocate for environmental preservation and social justice. It came as no surprise then that his son James would follow in his footsteps, not only as a renowned filmmaker but also as a passionate environmental activist. Together, Robert and James co-founded the Redford Center, a non-profit organization dedicated to creating impactful films that would inspire and catalyze meaningful environmental change. Their shared vision was to use the power of storytelling to raise awareness about the critical issues facing our planet and to spur people to take action. The Redford Center quickly gained a reputation for producing thought-provoking and visually stunning documentaries that shed light on a wide range of environmental challenges, from the devastating effects of climate change to the urgent need for sustainable energy solutions. The bond between Robert and James was palpable, a testament to their deep understanding and unwavering support for one another. They worked tirelessly, fueled by their shared commitment to making a positive difference in the world. Their collaboration at the Redford Center was not just a professional partnership, but a true labor of love, a manifestation of their shared values and their desire to leave the world a better place for future generations. The devastating loss of James in 2020 due to liver cancer was a crushing blow for Robert, who described his son as a person brimming with hope, optimism, and an unwavering dedication to making a positive difference in the world. The world mourned the passing of this remarkable individual, who left behind a lasting legacy not only as a gifted filmmaker, but also as a devoted and loving father, and an inspiration to all those whose lives he had touched. Robert's grief was palpable, but he found solace in the knowledge that the work he and James had started at the Redford Center would continue, a testament to the enduring impact of their collaboration and the lasting imprint of James's vision and passion. The Redford Center remains a beacon of hope, a place where innovative storytelling and environmental advocacy come together to drive meaningful change, honoring the legacy of both Robert and his beloved son James. Despite the immense grief and sorrow that Robert felt over the loss of his beloved son, he also experienced a profound sense of pride in the remarkable achievements and contributions James had made throughout his life. Robert took solace in the knowledge that James had lived a life of purpose, passion, and service, leaving an indelible mark on the lives of countless individuals and the environmental movement as a whole. Through the pain of these unimaginable losses, Robert's love and commitment to his family and the environment remained steadfast. He found strength in the memories of his sons and the knowledge that their legacies would continue to inspire and propel forward the important work they had so tirelessly championed. Robert Redford, the renowned actor, director, and environmentalist, has left an indelible mark on the creative landscape, but his legacy extends far beyond his own impressive body of work. It lives on through his children and grandchildren, who have carried on his creative spirit in their own unique ways. Robert's two daughters, Shauna and Amy, have both embraced their father's artistic sensibilities and used them to forge their own remarkable paths. Shauna, born in 1960, followed in her father's footsteps and became an accomplished artist in her own right. Her paintings and sculptures capture a quiet strength and deep connection to family life, qualities that she clearly shares with her father. Shauna married author Eric Schlasser, and together they have raised two children, Micah and Connor, who are now embarking on their own creative journeys. Amy, the youngest of the Redford clan, is another creative powerhouse. Like her father, she has harnessed the power of storytelling, but she has done so through the medium of filmmaking. Amy works as a director, producer, and filmmaker, blending her father's innate narrative abilities with her own distinct vision. She has directed feature films, music videos, and short films, all of which reflect her belief in amplifying women's voices and finding inspiration in the challenges of motherhood. With 3 daughters of her own, Amy's work is deeply rooted in her personal experiences and the desire to create content that speaks to the lived realities of women. The Redford family's legacy of creativity and artistry extends to the next generation as well. Robert's grandson Dylan has followed in his grandfather's footsteps and immersed himself in the world of filmmaking. Dylan is carving out his own path within the family's storied legacy, using his passion for storytelling and his keen eye for visual artistry to create thought-provoking and impactful films. Through the accomplishments of his children and grandchildren, Robert Redford's influence continues to reverberate, inspiring a new generation of artists and creatives to embrace their own unique talents and use them to make a meaningful impact on the world. The Redford family's commitment to the arts, social justice, and environmental stewardship serves as a testament to the enduring power of creativity and the profound impact that one person can have on those they love and the world around them. Robert Redford, the iconic American actor, director, and producer, has had a remarkable career that has spanned decades. Known for his rugged good looks and on-screen charisma, Redford has captivated audiences with his diverse range of roles and his commitment to storytelling. In the latter part of his career, Redford continued to take on challenging and unconventional roles, showcasing his versatility as an actor. One such role was in the film Omnio, a project that allowed Redford to tap into his sense of humor and support his family's creative endeavors. Omnio was a fast-paced, fantastical film that not only entertained audiences, but also highlighted Redford's willingness to step outside his comfort zone and embrace new creative opportunities. Even as his family grew and his personal life evolved, Redford never wavered in his dedication to his craft. He continued to take on complex and thought-provoking roles, such as his portrayal of a man stranded at sea in the film All Is Lost. With minimal dialogue, Redford delivered a powerful and nuanced performance that critics hailed as one of the best of his later career. Redford's versatility as an actor was further demonstrated when he took on the role of the villain Alexander Pierce in the Marvel superhero film Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This departure from his earlier good guy roles showcased Redford's ability to inhabit a wide range of characters and his willingness to challenge audience expectations. In 2018, Redford announced his retirement from acting after starring in The Old Man and the Gun, where he played a charming bank robber, reminiscent of his iconic roles in classics like Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid. This final performance was a poignant and fitting end to an illustrious career, one that had spanned generations and left an indelible mark on the film industry. Throughout his career, Redford's dedication to his craft, his commitment to storytelling, and his willingness to take risks have made him one of the most respected and admired actors of his generation. As he steps away from the screen, his legacy will continue to inspire and influence generations of filmmakers and actors to come. Robert's legendary acting career, marked by wit, adventure, and nostalgia, came to an end, or so it seemed. However, he later expressed regret over announcing his retirement, acknowledging the possibility of a comeback. True to his words, he made a brief return as Alexander Pierce in Avengers: Endgame, demonstrating that he still had more to offer. Throughout his career, Robert's passion for storytelling, whether through acting, directing, or producing, has remained unwavering. Robert Redford's life has been a captivating and inspiring journey, marked by his undeniable talent as a storyteller both on and off the silver screen. From his humble beginnings in Santa Monica, California, Redford has risen to become a true icon in the world of cinema. His magnetic screen presence and nuanced performances etching an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of audiences worldwide. Born to a young working-class family, Redford's early years were filled with a sense of adventure and a thirst for exploration. As a youth, he honed his artistic abilities, experimenting with painting and drawing before discovering his true calling on the stage. His breakout role in the 1969 classic Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid cemented his status as a leading man, showcasing his rugged good looks and innate charisma that would become his trademark. Yet, Redford's legacy extends far beyond his celebrated acting career. His partnerships, both personal and professional, have demonstrated a deep commitment to the values he holds dear. His collaboration with independent filmmakers, such as his work with director Sidney Pollack on critically acclaimed films like 3 Days of the Condor and The Way We Were, has allowed him to push the boundaries of the medium and champion stories that might otherwise have been overlooked. Redford's work with his own children, Shauna, James, and Amy, all speak to a man who has lived life to the fullest, driven by a passion for art, family, and making a lasting impact on the world around him. He has used his platform and influence to advocate for environmental causes, establish the Sundance Institute to support independent filmmakers, and inspired generations of actors and storytellers to follow in his footsteps. Through his unwavering dedication to his craft, his commitment to social and environmental justice, and his ability to connect with audiences on a profound level, Robert Redford has cemented his place as one of the most iconic and influential figures in the history of American cinema. His legacy will continue to inspire and captivate audiences for generations to come. Even as he has ascended to the pinnacle of success in the glamorous world of Hollywood, Robert Redford has never once lost sight of what truly matters most to him: Surrounded by the dazzling lights and accolades of the entertainment industry, the acclaimed actor, director, and producer has remained steadfastly grounded, driven by an abiding commitment to the causes closest to his heart. With his beloved wife Sibylle by his side, Redford continues to dedicate himself to the preservation of the natural environment, the promotion and nurturing of the arts, and the empowerment of future generations. Redford's words, "Life is about learning and growing, no matter your age," have become a touchstone for those seeking to live with a profound sense of purpose and authenticity. This guiding philosophy has been the cornerstone of his remarkable life and career, shaping both his creative endeavors and his tireless advocacy work. Whether he is captivating audiences on the silver screen or using his platform to amplify the voices of those fighting for positive change, Redford approaches each undertaking with an unwavering dedication and a deep understanding of the transformative power of storytelling. Looking back on Redford's awe-inspiring accomplishments, it becomes abundantly clear that he is not merely a legendary Hollywood icon, but a multifaceted individual who has left an indelible mark on the world. As a devoted father and grandfather, a celebrated artist, and a tireless champion for environmental conservation, the arts, and social justice, Redford has proven time and again that the human spirit, when guided by a moral compass and a passion for making a difference, can indeed transform lives and shape the course of history. Redford's unwavering commitment to his core values and his enduring legacy of positive impact serve as a profound inspiration to all who seek to make a meaningful difference in their own lives and communities. Through his extraordinary body of work, his philanthropic endeavors, and his unwavering dedication to uplifting the human condition, Redford has cemented his place as a true luminary, a visionary who has used his talents and his platform to create a better, more sustainable, and more equitable world for all. If you found this exploration of his remarkable life engaging, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Additionally, we'd love to hear from you in the comments about your favorite Robert Redford role or memory. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.